pcwizkid here with the Logitech G502 Proteus Core, fully tunable gaming mouse from Logitech right here. Has a great warranty of 3 years on it. The resolution, the DPI from 200 to 12,000 DPI is very accurate, very precise. For those of you that are playing any first-person shooters, for example, doing some high-end Photoshop editing, well, this could very well be handy. It has a 32-bit microprocessor in there. The mechanical micro switches are very nice and handy. Gives about 20 million clicks, they say, so that's going to last you for quite some time. And, well, what else can I say? This isn't a wireless mouse, keep that in mind, but it does come with a nice, lengthy, braided cable, okay, and tuning weights, so that you can have it anchored and, you know, a little bit of weight so you can maneuver it nicely. I like to have a little heavier mouse. Now, so there are some nice features about the ergonomics of this mouse and the placement of the buttons. And let's pop that box open and take a closer look. So here we have it. As you can see, it's got a really interesting design to it. The left-hand side where your thumb goes is quite large. So if you have a large finger, for example, that's going to fit very nice and comfy on the side. The rubber grips are very handy, very good feel to those on the side as well. And it glides very well on my mouse pad. The wheel there, as you can see, very fast and smooth. The different profiles can be switched over, the DPI settings, and accessing things such as the switch for the shift is very conveniently placed by the thumb as well. So those are very well planned and designed by Logitech, as they're a leader in this type of peripherals. As you can see here, there are some more specs that I mentioned a second ago, and the 3 DPI indicator LEDs are very handy along with the main LED in blue. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. This is just a blue LED indicator type of mouse. You can't customize the colors on that, but it's straightforward, very nice design. Ergonomically, it fits very well in my hand. I don't have a very large hand, of course, and the bottom portion of it has a magnetic door that pops open. And I'll show you that in just a moment. So you can add the weights. Okay, so the weights would go in through the back there. So that's pretty much it when you look at the mouse, when you first look at it. Now let's open it up and add some weights. So there are included some 3.6 gram weights. These are each 3.6, and you can add up to 5 of them in there. I like to add about 3 of those in there to give it a good feel, so when I'm moving around I can have a more precise view of what it is that I'm going to click on. So I pop that magnetic door out, and as you can see here, I can just snap in those weights into place. Pretty much foolproof, straightforward, just like the software, by the way, which has been designed very nicely so you can program it and set things up. We're going to look at the software in just a moment. So there you have it. You add the weights and snap that magnetic plate, that door, back in there. So here it is plugged in. You can see the LEDs that I mentioned a second ago, the blue LED hue that it has, and switching in between those profiles. You can do that right there with those 2 buttons right behind the scroll wheel. So what else can I say? The software itself has very well been designed by the best of the best, so that it makes it intuitive to set up these profiles. You can download the latest games and have those pre-configured, or you can configure them yourself, get macros. Remember, here is the cable, so in case you're wondering what that braided cable looks like, there you have it. It's pretty straightforward, nothing fancy, and it's not gold-plated, the USB, just in case if you're wondering about that one. Okay, so priced right now, it's about $79.99 US dollars. You know, you could find it for less. Here's the software again, like I mentioned, so you can configure or remap those keys. So I like to have them the way they are. They're, you know, fine with me, but then again, you might want to change the DPI settings, and as soon as you change those through the software, it instantly takes place, so keep that in mind. Okay, this is right there and then when you do the settings, it takes effect. And you can save those, of course, those profiles. Once it's saved to the mouse, you don't need the software. It's done, it's saved, so you can just switch through them. And configuring and tuning the mouse is a beauty. Okay, so you can have the mouse configured and tuned to your environment, to your mouse pad. You do some figure eights. It does some calculations on the type of mouse pad, for example, table, surface, whatever it is that you're using, and you can have it tweaked accordingly to the way you game. Okay, so that's the beauty about having a fully tunable mouse. So the G502 is basically something that I would recommend for those of you. I used it in Battlefield 4, for example, so it's a good example on what it is that you would have it for. You can use it for MMO and RPGs, other types of first-person shooters. That's pretty much what you get in the box. You get the weights, you get the manual, you get the mouse, okay? And that's about it. Comment below, let me know what you think, again, about this beautiful little mouse gaming peripheral from Logitech, the G502. I'd like to thank Logitech for providing it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.